Have you ever been in a fight where you were sure you're going to beat your opponent? You were ready, locked in, but then you end up losing. Like they already knew exactly where you'd be and got you before you even had the chance to land a single bullet. Most of the time when this happens, you probably blame your aim. But in reality, it might actually be about where you're standing, your positioning. Positioning is a huge factor whether you win or lose. If you keep getting spam predicted by someone who magically knows where you are, you're not unlucky. You're doing something wrong. I found 5 common mistakes which rookies make that actually cause them the fight. Don't worry, they're easy to fix. Just let me guide you through it. Make sure to stick around because mistake number 4 is really important and you actually can't fix it without fixing the first 3. Mistake number 1. Opening mistake. This is the mistake you make at the very starting of your fights. Usually, your opponent expects you to use the ramp, nade jumping, sliding, whatever. And most of the time, people push the right side since they're right-handed, which makes it the obvious choice. It's common and almost everyone uses the ramp on their first round, even the pros. So from my recommendation, use the left side instead. You can use wall horn and sight up a wall or just nade jump from here. Another small tip is to throw utility towards the left side, where your opponent's ramp is. If they're still doing the classic ramp strats in their first round, you can catch them easily. If they too watched my video, you might fail to nade them. Mistake 2. Repetitive mistake. Remember how I told you to use the left side on your first round? Yeah, you should, but don't stick to it every single time. If you keep going left, you'll become predictable, and your opponent will know exactly where you're coming from. They'll be ready, they'll start pre-firing. You can't do anything against them then. Sure, you might have had the advantage going left the first time, so your brain tells you, it worked, so why not keep doing it? But that's the problem. The more rounds you play, the more your opponents will adapt. So change it up every round and don't give them the time to read your pattern. For example, you nade jumped from your left side on your first round and got the kill. Now in round 2, they'll expect you to do it again. So instead throw a nade at the ramp and push it right and keep mixing it up. Mistake 3. Being in an environmental disadvantage. If you're a decent player, you'll relate. You always try landing those flashy mid-air shots, but then your shots don't even connect. That's the issue. In Rivals, you can't always do that. You have to actually use the environment as your advantage. Don't get victimized instead by your opponent. Take high ground early, slide down when you're outmatched or need to reload. Don't crawl on the floor either while reloading. Slide into cover instead. And no, hiding behind a wall isn't cowardly. Pros do it all the time, so you have full rights to do it too. Keep moving, keep changing your positions, even when your opponent pushes. Stay behind cover and push forward when you think it's your time. Mistake 4. Overextending. Now that we've talked about when to push and when to fall back, let's talk about your playstyle. What do you think about your playstyle? Are you passive or are you aggressive? Most of you don't even know, but usually you're aggressive. So what happens when you're not? What happens if you don't push first and instead wait for your opponent to come to you? That's what I call inviting your prey into your own domain. Why step into theirs when you can end the fight on your terms? As I said, most of the Rivals players are actually aggressive. No matter what, they'll always push first. I don't know if you already noticed, but most of the time, if you're up against a decently good player, they'll nade to you, trying to push forward, trying to be early, and trying to get the first hit. But little did they know you watch my video, so you're a bit smart. You stay where you are and wait for your opponent to come to you, and when they do, you attack. You literally invite them to kill themselves. So next time you think about pushing and going too aggressive, remember this. Personally, I too love to destroy my opponents playing their game in their rules. But sometimes, it isn't so bad ending games by dragging them into my zone and finishing them there. But that doesn't mean you should always be passive. That's predictable too. And if they're rushing you with a Molotov, RPG, knife, freeze ray or flamethrower, yeah, I don't know man, you're all your own on that. Mistake 5. Static mistake. I already mentioned this like 3 times, but it deserves its own spotlight. Stop being still. Stop standing still in front of your opponent thinking they won't attack you. He won't see this coming. Buddy, you'll be shocked to know that he will. This one is the most common rookie mistake in Rivals. If you're standing still, hugging the same wall like it's your anime crush, you're done for. Instead, spread the love. Hug different walls, slide around, rotate, take cover in multiple spots. When you get the chance, go for higher ground and beam your opponents. A static body is easy to hit. A moving body needs to be tracked, and that's way harder for your opponents. So yeah, these are the 5 rookie positioning mistakes that are ruining your fights. Fix them and you'll instantly start performing way better. I don't know about your aim bro, but at least you'll stop dying so fast. Now, I've yapped too much and my jaw hurts. If you appreciate the work, please hug that subscribe button, make out with it, do whatever it needs, because you're never gonna see me dropping this much godly value in Roblox Rivals again if you don't do. Please subscribe.